Today we'll be talking about Maxymo. Maxymo is an app that's been designed to help drivers automate their driving with Grubhub, Uber Eats, Uber Taxi, Lyft, and few other apps in that area. It does not have function with DoorDash, even though I'm pretty sure they probably can eventually create something that will have all the apps under one app. Now, how to obtain this app? And I believe every driver that is a Grubhub, Uber Eats, Uber Taxi, Lyft, and a few others, they should have this app because it makes the life a lot more easier when it comes down to driving and picking these deliveries or having auto decline certain deliveries. It's just a very comfortable app, and it only costs us $5 a month, which it makes it very worth it when it comes down to when you start seeing how it can make your life a lot more easier. So, how to get this app? You can go to your app store and type in Maxymo app, or you can go to maxymoapp.com as you see it on the screen. Also, if you go to the description of the videos starting from this video moving forward, you will find a link to this page from where you actually start. So Maxymo offer 14 days free trial, so you can test the app. Of course, when you launch the app, you'll see some ads in the beginning, but that's okay. That's normal. For free, that's what you get. If you go past 14 days, you need to sign up for membership or the monthly, I guess, membership, and then you will have full access, no more ads. Based on my understanding, I'm still running the app in trial mode for the 14 days, but I do need to upgrade it before that expires and I end up driving out there and trying to deal, because I don't know. After trying these apps, it kind of feels like what you did before manually. Now it's like it's almost impossible to do it manually. So from here, you would register with the membership, you would download the app, and then you would log in into the app with the information and go from there. So right now we're going to turn to the app. So the apps, when you download on Android, it looks like that. I'm not sure how it looks on Apple, and I'm not sure if it's available on Apple. I'm not sure any of these apps are available on Apple or not. So on the main screen, you have some, alert feature. You have day mode and night mode. You have the airplane mode. Airplane mode for those when you want to let's say you have a DoorDash delivery and you want to hide, and you're using a secondary phone to deliver it, and you want to hide yourself from apps not finding out that you're actually doing this, going sideways to get that delivered. Personally, I believe none of these apps legally have legal standing to penalize you when you are doing a detour to complete a delivery, because at the end of the day, you are independent, and as an independent, you should be open to do any deliveries and as much as you can, as long as it doesn't impact the customer's expectation of the food, that it will be delivered in a condition, as long our customers understand that all deliveries, some food will be soggy and other thing and other that. So that's just based on my understanding. You also have a navigation feature that you click, you can get to. You can see on the map where you're at and stuff like that. But let's talk about, you have that shield that you can share with your friends and stuff like that. So I like some of these features. I'll be honest, I'm not haven't tested all these features, because at the end of the day, I'm just interested in future features, certain features like auto decline as a multi-apper. So when you click on the top left corner on the menu, you will see account information, settings, trips, extras like we did an DUH app, events. I guess you can referral, so I guess I'll have to change this to a referral link in my description. So let's click on settings so you guys can understand how some of this works. So on the top, primary app. So if you need a quick link, you can set those apps that you want on the top. I personally, as you see, only selected Grubhub and Uber, and all the other apps are turned off. So start delay. So when you start this app and you go and you turn on, this is what actually going to happen. It will automatically launch. Oh, Ed. It will automatically launch Grubhub. It will also launch Uber Eats, and I need to log in, but it will actually do the same thing. Let me. So as it's logging in, automatically will turn on your Grubhub. It will actually automatically turn on your Uber Eats or Uber app based on the settings that you have set up. So as you guys can see, I am online with both of the apps on Uber as well. Now, I'm going to go back and I'm going to go offline and come on. And you guys are going to see it's going to take me offline. How easy is that? All I had to do just push one button and it handled everything else on its own. So now let's talk about settings. How you set these things up. That was the delay 0. You can set a delay so there'll be more delay. So if you want only filtering, and you can read this, and they're fairly self-explored. Only filter the requested. Enable this if you wish to keep the other app online when requesting RSAP. So since I'm a multi-apper, I do not want the Maxymo to turn off. Let's say I get an offer on Grubhub and I accept it. I do not want the app to turn off Uber Eats. Then you have to turn this feature on. Otherwise, it will disable all the rest of the apps and only keep the app that you accepted delivery on. Now you have apps that you activate. Like you see, I have activated Grubhub and Uber Eats. Let's say an example, I disable Grubhub. And I go back and I turn on. Now the app will only turn on. Oops. It only turned on Uber Eats for me, and it did not turn on Grubhub for me. So we go offline. It will take me offline, and bring me back to the Grub. So that's what it means when you have any of these on or you have these off. So we're gonna go and turn on the Grubhub back on. Then we're gonna walk through the features. So do you want the app to be brought to the screen when it's when you receive an offer? Yes. Automatic login. I do not have automatic login set because otherwise I need to provide the login information. I don't like to provide that to a third party. So then we have store list options, and as you guys can see, orders that I have taken, and actually those lists are coming in. Some of them are automatic. Wow. So decline delay at the dollar amount. So if I want to select any of these stores and say, hey, I do not want to receive offers from these places, I set this up and it will do decline based on the store information. Then Then we have auto accept. Auto accept I have off because I like to make decisions what I choose myself, not the app to make a decision on behalf. But if you want to do auto accept, just select set this up based on information here. Auto decline, as you see, I have auto declined turned on. So one click decline. That means if anything comes up, it will auto pre-fill to decline. Like on Grubhub, it will select automatically one of those options and decline it for you. Multiple stop orders. I do not want auto decline on multiple stop. That means I can take more than one order. Order and pay. I probably eventually will turn this on, but if Grubhub willing to pay me, let's say $20, $25, $30, even if if I have to drive 15, 20 miles, I don't mind them doing the order and pay. I just don't like to do order and pay on six. I don't take $4 orders on $6, $8 orders. I just don't want to do the auto pay, order and pay. So there'll be an option for an order pay for Maxymo. Add this option where on order pay, if it's under $8 to auto decline, then I would actually have this on. Auto decline delay, have set for 2 seconds. Eventually, I'll change it to 0. Some people like to set it to 10 seconds so they can actually see every offer, just in case they want to change their mind and take. So up to you. I have also set up that if it comes in anything less than $5 will auto decline. If it's less than 50 cents a mile, auto decline, which I'll need to change it to 80 cents and $6. But there's a reason why I changed it to 5 at one point. Then maximum distance, I'll travel 95 miles if it's worth it. So anything past 95 will auto decline as well. So that's the Grubhub presets. On Uber, again, if you want to run Uber on the Maxymo, you have it on. If you want to bring to top of the screen to the screen, you keep that on. Automatic login as well. Like I said in the past, I don't like to provide information, so I can manually log in. Like you guys seen me logging in on Grubhub. Accept stacked rides. Yes, I am no problem accepting stacked rides. So as we went on, here's the services with the Uber that you can select which services you willing to work on. And as you guys can see, the only services I selected that I'm working on is Uber Eats. All the rest, not interested. So this one, stop new request. That is, if you got an offer on Grubhub and you want Uber to go offline, then you will turn that on. As a multi-apper, I wouldn't recommend so, because you want to get as many orders in the same direction as you possibly can. Store list, again, you can select the list of stores that you do not want to go back to, and it will auto decline on those stores automatically. Then we have, Uber Eats service. So the list that you selected, yes, I have Uber Eats activated. Auto accept, you can set it up. I don't have auto accept. I like to control what I select myself. But on auto decline, yes, I do want the system to auto decline on my behalf of anything that I do not like. So I have it set for 2 seconds. Like I said in the Grubhub, you can choose 10 seconds, so you can maybe change your mind, or you can set it to 0 so you never have to see those orders again. Something again for Maxymo, I would recommend maybe have an option where auto decline at 0 seconds up to a certain dollar amount, and 10 seconds from certain dollar amount to certain dollar amount, just in case I change my mind and want to take something right there, or something so that would be kind of a new flexible futures. Anything less than $5 will auto decline. On the time, if there's an offer that comes in that's going to take me longer than 99 minutes, I want auto decline. Anything that trip will be worth less than 55 cents a mile, auto decline, as well as anything that offer that is more than 95 miles away, it will also auto decline. So you can also select the add-on orders auto decline. I don't want to do that. Also multiple stop orders, like 2 orders, batches. I don't select that because I want to have full control of those orders and make my own decisions. But you guys can see these features are so nice and will allow you to focus more on the road and less on these worthless offers. So you have also airplane mode, map options. You can set up which you want GPS tracking, like you guys see. I have show map icons, but if you want to do screenshots, you can turn that on. Again, keep in mind if you're using an X recorder, you cannot have that feature on if you're recording. If you want to see your trips in kilometers, then you choose that. And I'm not sure where that's enable pause button. So I guess when you pause, you can select. And then you can choose, the type of vehicle, the type of an icon you can have on your navigation. So those are the features for map option, notification. You can set, these are preset. You haven't spent much time on those. You can set up your voice settings as well. You can activate sidebar. I have not played with that, so very no knowledge on that one. Sidebar settings. Track earnings. If you want to track earnings, it can do that for you as well. And quick launch settings. I have not looked at that, but these, I guess, the apps that are these are the apps that has a quick launch option on them. So you can, activate any of these if you want any of these apps to have a quick one touch activate. Probably DoorDash would be the only one. Maybe Grubhub. So that's about it that I would actually turn on. Oh, you can have either DoorDash or Grubhub. Okay. So that is about it. I showed you guys how how to use the app, how to set up the app. Now, if you guys go to my dash alongs and watch how offers come in, and how you go online enough, you have seen it. So that is fairly simple, but at the same time has various different features that you can select and automate yourself as you go out and dash. Keep in mind, this app primarily is for Grubhub and Uber Eats and food delivery, and Uber Taxi and Lyft in taxi world. So very helpful, and I personally believe every driver should have this kind of an app to allow him to automate some of the features on his phone so he can focus more on the road and focus more on good paying offers and not on the offers that just not worth doing. So be blessed, be successful, and definitely check out the Maxymo app.